Hey guys, I'm Huseman. Today I'm going to be going over the left hook. Now that we have our basic stance down, one of the first things I like to do when I throw a left hook is I start from my knee and my hip, and it kind of all rotates over. One of the things that I was taught years ago was when you're throwing this left hook, you keep your fist behind your elbow when you're shooting it. Now, when I start this left hook, I'm in a good position here. I slowly turn from the bottom. As this turn and whips, this ends up being the last thing to turn. And the faster you turn this knee and hip over, the more rotation you'll get, the more velocity you'll get, and the more power you'll get. So kind of from this angle, when I turn this over, this is still here, and I open up. Keep this in a hook formation, that's why it's called a hook. Again, from this angle, when I'm here, I turn and I twist, elbow up, kind of this 90-degree angle here, fist nice and flat, flush, and fist is right behind the elbow. You don't want to be too open, not too tight either. You don't want to slap your opponent. You definitely want to hit him with the meat of this hand right here. Nice and flush, and you turn all the way over. So again, when I throw that hook, I'm here, and I rotate over. Here, and I rotate over. Notice how when I'm turning my body, the last thing to come is this hook. It's not at the same time, it's leading, or trailing I should say, right behind my body. I'm here, boom. Now, a few different things that are different with people. Some people turn the foot, some people don't. It's all personal preference and who you learn from. I've learned from world champions that do turn it over and some people that don't. Me personally, I like to just keep my feet planted, and I feel like I get more power when I stay flush and on the ground. Bang, and I get turned right over. Where I want to hit my opponent is again, is nice and flush here on these knuckles here, coming across this straight line. Just like this. Again, you don't want to slap and have it open. You don't want to be too tight right here. But you definitely want to just nice and even, nice and round. You can kind of see from this angle that I'm right here. Nice and flush. Not this perfect hook that's straight up or down. It should feel nice and even. It should feel nice and flush coming across. As you can see, nice and relaxed from here and here, and you're able to transition with the right cross later. Now there's two different types of left hooks. There's a pro style left hook, and there's one considered either a European or an amateur left hook. I was taught both ways, and there's a time and a place to use both, but primarily I stick with a pro style left hook. It's basically where our thumb is up, just like this, and we're coming across either their chin, their forehead, their body, whatever it is. That European kind of left hook, they end up turning it over. If you look at like Gennady Golovkin, he throws left hooks like this. Shane Mosley throws left hooks like this. Not that they're ineffective, it's just how they prefer to throw left hooks. I like to throw left hooks more of a pro style, like Oscar De La Hoya or James Toney. Just right across the head, nice and flush, kind of with the thumb up. That's how you know you're throwing it, just like that. When you throw this, the European left hook, it's usually a little bit shorter shot, or sometimes you can use it for a bigger, longer range, kind of reaching for someone. But essentially this left hook is great if you're setting up a right hand. Short little hook here, then a right hand. But for the most part, again, I kind of like that pro style left hook. I feel like I get more leverage on it. I feel like I land more of my fist on my opponent. That's why I shoot more of a pro style left hook as opposed to a European left hook. And now that you learn the proper left hook, let's get to work.